School was back in session today for Saugus High School, 2.5 weeks after a shooting killed 2 students. We spoke to one student about the recovery process.
Cyber Monday had its biggest sales day ever after a weekend that broke online sales records. We'll have more on how this impacts brick and mortar stores.
And a huge donation came in for the UCLA School of Medicine. Who gave the money and what it means for students? Coming up.
Annenberg TV News is next.
Live from USC, you're watching Annenberg TV News.
Students in East L.A. school got a celebrity visitor today. Good evening, I'm Caleb Michael.
And I'm Elizabeth Barineau. Julian Castro was on campus and spoke about government policies.
Democratic presidential candidate Julian Castro spoke to political science students at East LA College this afternoon about government, politics, and policy.
I'm running for president because I feel tremendously blessed with the opportunity that I've had in life. And I want to make sure that no matter who you are in this country, that you can have that same kind of opportunity. I don't want to be a president for some people the way that I believe our current president wants to be. I want to be a president for everyone. And I want to build an America where everyone counts.
Castro spoke to 48 students about his platform as a Democratic presidential candidate. If elected president, he says he will focus on police reform, establish equal pay, and agree to the Paris Accords to help combat climate change.
Gun control activists rallied in front of the Supreme Court today while the first Second Amendment case in nearly a decade was being heard. Reporter Kevin McNamara is here with more. Kevin.
Yeah, that's right, Elizabeth. A New York City law severely restricting where residents with gun licenses can transport their weapons has gone all the way to the highest court in the land. The New York Rifle Association sued to challenge the law, and the court's new conservative majority agreed to hear the case. Democratic Senator Chris Murphy spoke at a rally of gun control activists in front of the court.
They want to take our right away to make change, to pass laws that actually make our streets safer, that prevent the kind of episodic gun violence that plagues American cities. They want to take that right away, and we are not going to let them do that.
Now, after the Supreme Court agreed to hear the case, New York City repealed the law in question, making the arguments effectively moot. Now back to you guys at the desk.
Black Friday is becoming more obsolete as more people are choosing to stay in the comfort of their own home and shop on Cyber Monday. Annenberg Media's Amanda Anioff-Young talked with shoppers looking for deals.
Shopping at the malls are a bit quieter this Cyber Monday. Traditionally, Black Friday is the biggest shopping day of the year and marks the beginning of the holiday shopping season. This year, many shoppers are doing their buying online.
I shopped in Tory Burch today. Kate Spade. They had really good deals there. It's 50%. I did Macy's online, for like my brothers and my dad.
According to Adobe Analytics, this year's online Black Friday sales were the biggest ever, with Americans spending $7.4 billion. For shoppers in Los Angeles, the weather may have contributed to buyers shopping in front of their computers.
I went online shopping. It was raining. It was raining really, really bad out here, so I was not going out in that.
Experts say that early promotions are affecting sales, and Cyber Monday is becoming a bigger shopping day.
According to National Retail Federation, estimates shows that 68 million people are expected to scroll through online sales and promotion and end up buying something new today.
This year's Cyber Monday sales are estimated to be $9.5 billion, nearly $2 billion more than last year. According to Shopper Tracker, December 21st, the Saturday before Christmas, is predicted to be the second busiest shopping day in the U.S. For Annenberg Media, I am Amanda Anioff-Young.
Online shopping is definitely taking a toll on many brick and mortar stores. But Annenberg Media's Kat Collegian shows us how sales were up on Small Business Saturday.
In downtown Los Angeles, you're likely to see sale signs wherever you go. Sandwiched in between Black Friday and Cyber Monday is the little-known Small Business Saturday. It's a day when you're supposed to forego big-box stores and support local small businesses. Celebrities like Lin-Manuel Miranda have put their support behind local shops.
Instead of spending money at the big chain stores, go spend money at your local business. Support your community.
Business Saturday is the day after Black Friday. This last Small Business Saturday, brick and mortar stores made $3.6 billion in revenue, which is more than double the amount that they made on an average day last month.
That's about half of how much shoppers spent online on Black Friday. Shopping in stores also isn't what it used to be, and it's down this past Black Friday by 6%. Many shoppers just aren't convinced it's worth their time.
I'm just more comfortable shopping at like the traditional retailers like Nordstrom, Bloomingdale's.
Still, Small Business Saturday sales are up 18% this year. For Annenberg Media, I'm Kat Kiletjan.
A generous $46 million donation means no tuition and no debt for some UCLA medical students. The money was donated by DreamWorks co-founder David Geffen. Scholarships will not be based on students' financial needs, but on their academic merit. We talked to USC students about how the scholarships are awarded.
In this situation, thinking about the empathetic factor, I would say that, it should be more towards the fact that people who are financially in need should be given a preference at least.
According to a survey by the Association of American Medical Colleges, 75% of U.S. medical school graduates accumulated debt of almost $200,000 in 2018. That's a 3% increase over 2017. This doesn't include the debt that students compiled as an undergrad. The public medical school annual tuition is about $38,000. Private school annual tuition is about $62,000. This latest donation is expected to cover 20 to 30% of medical students' tuition fees over the next 10 years.
A new homeless veterans house broke ground today, just a few blocks from USC. More on what the plans are coming up.
LAUSD students, administrators, and families celebrated renovations at a wellness center. We'll see how the center will impact the local community.
And Olivia Jade is back on YouTube after an 8-month hiatus that began when her mother was indicted in the college admissions scandal. What she said and didn't say in her video after the break.
Meet the scan. A simple procedure whose mission is to detect lung cancer early.
I'm here to save you!
But I feel fine.
That's great, but you may still be at high risk for lung cancer.
Oh man, that's a new fence.
If you smoke, early detection could save your life. Learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Being prepared is a part of who you are, but it's especially important in the case of a disaster. Be informed about possible emergencies in your area. Make a plan that covers where you go in an emergency. Build a kit with the things you need to survive. There's no one more capable of planning for your situation than you. Start your plan today. Go to ready.gov/myplan.
When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover their unique mix of all kinds of traits.
Where'd Wiley go? Where's Wiley? Ah, there she is.
Paw, do you remember being an ancient wolf? Do you ever feel the call of the wild?
You're a renegade cop, and I'm a con woman with nothing to prove. But together, we could really solve this murder.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but all of them are pure love.
Students returning to school today are still grappling with the horrific tragedy they went through at Saugus High. Annenberg Media's Haley Boselman has more on one student's experience.
Blue ribbons are everywhere in support of Saugus High School students. It was likely a difficult day for them as they headed back to class. Junior Azul Villatora was willing to share how she felt.
Just the trauma's coming back and it's difficult to manage, but it's getting better day by day.
Last month, a student opened fire at Saugus High School. Investigators say the shooter killed 2 students and injured 3 others before shooting himself. They are still searching for a motive as the community mourns the lives of 15-year-old Gracie Mulberger and 14-year-old Dominic Blackwell.
Classes resumed today for the first time since the shooting on November 14th. You can see support from the community all around. Various blue ribbons and posters of support are on different fences, walls, and even on buses. But for students, what matters most is the support that comes from inside, from staff and the administration.
While the school was closed, the community held vigils. In preparing for coming back to school, the director for the National Center for School Crisis met with parents and teachers to guide them on how to navigate children through grief and trauma.
We have to adapt and align the pace of the education, content of the academics, and also the requirements for evaluation to align with what children are able to do at that time.
Today was a half day for students at Saugus High.
The first day was really rough, not gonna lie. I had like a mental breakdown, but like I said, the school's handling it really well. They have counselors everywhere. I went to go talk to a counselor, and it made me feel a lot better.
Just the beginning of the healing process for students in this community. For Annenberg Media, I'm Haley Bosselman.
In an effort to address health and mental service needs, LAUSD is opening wellness centers at schools in high-risk communities. Officials say there's a need for services for both students and their families.
Well, the main goal is to provide access to communities that otherwise would not be able to easily have access to both just a regular clinic as well as mental health services. This is a community with a large need for those type of services.
LAUSD is partnering with community-based organizations to offer free or reduced services. Students at the newest wellness center located inside Santee Education Complex are excited about the new services.
I'm most excited for our community actually having a decent place to get their health at. You know, we're in a very rural community, you know, we're like, it's a city, but you know, we're very low in income. So I'm excited about our opportunities now that we have a decent health place, a wellness center.
Clinicians provide health and education services such as physical exams and on-campus first aid. Other services include pregnancy prevention, STD testing, and mental health services. School officials hope wellness centers will help communities address the health concerns that hinder academic achievement and graduation rates.
The historic Casa de Rosas, not far from USC, is being redeveloped into a campus for formerly homeless veterans. The community is invited to celebrate the groundbreaking of this restoration work. Mayor Eric Garcetti, Supervisor Hilda Solis, and Councilmember Curran Price attended the groundbreaking ceremony. Casa de Rosas has historically been a place for serving the needs of local people. This time, it will be developed into a campus for 37 homeless veteran families, once again serving the community. Those eligible to live in Casa de Rosas housing include single-parent veterans who make less than 60% of the area's median income, or less than $41,580 annually.
The Music Center is celebrating the beginning of the holiday season today with a Christmas tree lighting ceremony. Annenberg Media's Evan Frausto is live in downtown LA with more. Evan.
Here are the annual Christmas tree lighting. Hello there, I'm here in downtown LA at the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony at the Music Center, where the annual LA County Christmas tree lighting ceremony has commenced. Each year, the ceremony is hosted by one of the 5 county supervisors, where they come straight from Town Hall across the street and welcome the LA community into the holiday season. This year's host is Catherine Berger, the 5th District. The festivities were the Brass Pacifica Band and San Diego High School Choir, and the ceremony was kicked off with speeches, and right now, if we cut back to me, the countdown is actually happening right now. They're counting down for the Christmas tree to be lit, so if we just pan over right here, you'll see 3, 2, 1. Merry Christmas. And joining me now is the man who built the Christmas tree, Mr. Mark Schutz. Mark, tell me, what was it like to design this Christmas tree?
It was quite an engineering feat. There's 2,000 pounds of metal there. It was born and raised in Santa Fe Springs is where it came from, a foundry. We built it. We're Schutz Fabricators in Huntington Beach. We built it for a fellow, St. Nick's is his company. They do lots of this, you know, the Christmas lighting and stuff. And it was quite a big, there's a cable inside there that has 4,000 pounds pulling down on it.
Yeah.
It's 2,000 pounds full of steel. There's, I don't know how many, lots of hundreds of pieces that welded together. It was an interesting project. We're really honored and thrilled to be part of that. So.
And how does it feel now to see it fully lit up and, you know, finally here?
Oh, we're really proud. And all these people are standing around worshiping something that we built.
All right. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
Yeah,
Pleasure.
so there are plenty more Christmas tree lighting ceremonies just like this around LA County. So if you find one near you, make sure to check it out. Back to you in the studio. For Annenberg Media, this is Evan Fallstrip.
Thank you, Evan. It's finally Christmas time. We're past Thanksgiving because there's that weird kind of gray area. It's like it's Thanksgiving, is it Christmas, we're listening to music, but what's your go-to Christmas thing?
My go-to thing that I love during Christmas is definitely looking at lights.
Okay, I love lights.
You know, being in the car, just walking in the neighborhood and just looking at all of them.
I love movies. I love baking. Throw some cookies in the oven.
Oh, yeah. My mom has this great chocolate chip banana bread recipe. Oof. That
stuff.
every Christmas I
Nicola,
just look forward to it.
I apologize. We're getting sidetracked excited over here. What's it like out there?
Cold, Caleb. Officially 23 days left until Christmas. In the meantime, it's going to get colder and colder. Perfect for December weather. Currently outside at 60 degrees. If we take a look at tomorrow's temperatures in the Inland Empire, you're going to see that even up in Big Bear, it's going to get cold. Perfect. Snow is starting to head up there. So if you're a skier or snowboarder, great temperatures. 49 degrees, Palm Springs 71 degrees, San Fernando 70, and Riverside 69 degrees. If we take a trip over to the coast, over through to Malibu, the marine layer is going to be starting to kick in, which means colder temperatures are also on the way there. So not really beach weather coming up. 64 degrees through the Canyon, Thousand Oaks 65, over in Northridge and San Fernando, both at 68 degrees. If we take it back to home base for all the students wondering at the USC area, tomorrow it's going to be 68 degrees, LAX 66, Long Beach 65, Pasadena 68, Pomona 68, and also Anaheim 67 degrees. Let's take a look at the 5-day forecast. We're going to see rain in the forecast. Tomorrow it's going to be cloudy, 68 degrees. Temperatures are going to drop on Wednesday, 61 degrees, rain as well. Thursday, 65 degrees. Friday and Saturday are going to become colder as well, and also cloudy. Rain is also expected to hit on Saturday. Now, it has been a cold and wet holiday weekend which delayed millions of travelers around the country as they tried to make their way through snow, rain, and thunderstorms. The National Weather Service says another winter storm will hit parts of California this Wednesday, but this one will be much, much warmer. Mudslides and burn areas around LA County are not expected.
It seems like the heavier rain is going to set up just east of those burn scars. So we're hoping it'll be more over into eastern Los Angeles County towards Orange County for the heaviest rainfall amounts. But we have to really watch the intensities. The rain intensities cause all of our problems with mudslides.
The storm is expected to run through Wednesday afternoon with 1 to 3 inches of rain in the area.
Thank you, Nicola.
Well, Olivia Jade returned to YouTube yesterday, posting a 2-minute long video titled Hi Again. It has racked up nearly 2 million views and is #1 on the site's trending list.
Obviously, I've been gone for a really long time, and as much as I wish I could talk about all of this, I'm legally not allowed to speak on anything going on right now. This is the best I can do, and I want to move on.
Jade is the daughter of Lori Loughlin, one of the most famous celebrities indicted in the college admissions scandal. Students had varying reactions to Jade, a former Trojan, coming back online.
I feel like it's not right to cyberbully her. On the other hand, I'm not sure if I could forgive anything like this ever happen.
I feel like she could have been more like in tune with her viewers. It was more so like, okay, I can't say anything about this, but I want to come back to YouTube. I don't know if I can, but then there's going to be future. It was just it was confusing.
I didn't realize that it had been 9 months. I guess time's just kind of flown. The jokes are still being made, so it's funny that it's like she's still under wraps. I personally don't really care for it.
The video was Jade's first since the scandal broke 8 months ago. As she explains in the video, she can't speak to the scandal or her mother's court case, but wanted to post again.
Now, Tyler, Olivia Jade isn't the only one under fire right now. What's up with our guy, Clay Hilton?
Yeah, that's right. To put it blankly, nobody knows. We still don't know. It's the Monday following the regular season, and Hilton is still wondering, will I stay or will I go? Plus, Lauren has your USC Fall Sports wrap-up with women's volleyball, soccer, and men's water polo. Then we have your weekend recap. Lakers, Rams, and Chargers. 2 losses, 1 win. Don't go anywhere.
Get it.
Get it.
Get it.
Give your town a reason to celebrate, because every Goodwill item you bring home brings job training and more to your community. Goodwill, bring good home.
Sure, I look cute now, but when my owner lost his job, it was rough. I was living on the street, and one night, me and this Cocker Spaniel got into it so bad, I wound up looking like an ice cream cone. I cried a little bit, but thankfully I got rescued, so I'm running, I'm jumping, all back to my old self. And I'm ready to give unconditional love, even if you put a lampshade on my head.
Honorary Forest Ranger Betty White here, lending a hand to my dear friend Smokey Bear. Because for 75 years, he's only said,
only you can prevent wildfires.
But there's a lot more to say. Like, if you park your car on tall, dry grass, the hot exhaust pipe can start a wildfire. So keep the animals safe, especially the cute shirtless one. Go to SmokeyBear.com to learn more about wildfire prevention.
A season full of speculation regarding Coach Clay Helton's job security has now reached its boiling point.
Helton's job has been in question ever since USC's 2018 losing season. Many people speculated that news would come as early as this weekend after Utah secured the Pac-South title, yet still nothing has come out of athletics, at least nothing regarding whether he's staying or going.
Yesterday, Sports Illustrated reporter Adam Maya tweeted a story reporting, quote, USC to dismiss head coach Clay Helton per multiple sources.
And while that sparked excitement in many, it turned into confusion for all when Sports Illustrated's Pat Ford tweeted, quote, multiple sources dispute the report that Clay Helton is being fired at USC. He also added that it is likely that Helton will even keep his job. Okay, so I think it's safe to say that things got weird at Sports Illustrated. But Lauren, can you imagine how weird things got in USC athletics?
Exactly. If Bone hasn't made that decision and hasn't told Helton yet, then I'm sure Helton was slightly concerned as well.
Yeah, so yesterday happened fast, but everything happened within an hour time span and then nothing. So at 10:52 a.m., that's when Adam Maya tweeted out his story, quickly followed literally 8 minutes later. Gavin Morris from Athletics said Maya's report is completely made up. And then you go to Pat Ford from SI, also says no decision has been made. Helton could still keep his job. Bruce Feldman from The Athletic, Helton has not been fired and reports are false. And here we are Monday, a little bit after 5:30, and still nothing has been brought up. So Lauren, why would USC need to bring in a new coach?
Well, I don't think Coach Clay Helton has done anything to warrant him being fired, but if he was to be dismissed, then I think it would create a clean slate for USC and for the new athletic director, Mike Bone. And it would sort of bring this new energy to the USC football program and could bring an appeal to young athletes, especially recruits that are thinking of coming here, which USC has had problems in the past with not only obtaining these young athletes, but keeping them here.
Yeah, and there's still some people for Helton, but these Trojans still have one more game left, and they'll find out on Sunday which bowl game they'll be playing in, Holiday or Alamo Bowl. Lauren, aside from football, how are the other fall sports shaping up?
Well, Tyler, the fall season is coming to an end, and so are USC fall sports. Let's take a look on how the Trojans seasons played out. Up first, women's soccer battled to the end this season, losing in the quarterfinals on Friday to the second-seeded North Carolina. The 9th-ranked Trojans finished third in the Pac-12. Star players Ashley Prompter, Penelope Hawking, and Tara McKeown received all Pacific Region honors. It's the second year in the row that the Trojans has had 3 players up for these honors. And moving on, women's volleyball went 17-13 on the season, but were selected for the 2019 NCAA tournament. This will be their 29th straight appearance in the NCAA tournament. Their first game is this Friday in Waco, Texas. And men's water polo had a roller coaster of a season, ending 14-5 overall. The Trojans will be traveling to Stockton, California this week for the 15th straight time to compete in the NCAA championship. They will open the quarterfinals on Thursday against Bucknell, fighting for a spot in the semifinals against Stanford. And that's a wrap for USC fall sports, but let's take it over to Tyler with some LA sports news.
Thanks, Lauren. LA teams had their fair shares of ups and downs yesterday. Well, the Lakers' 10-game winning streak came to an end when the Mavs came to town last night. Lakers lost 114-100. LeBron and AD had a strong first half, but it was Luka Doncic who stole the show and helped give the Mavs a win over the Lakers. After an underwhelming loss to the Ravens, the Rams redeemed themselves with a win over the Cardinals. Jared Goff threw for 424 yards, so while the quarterback with the new contract finally produced some numbers, the Rams' last 5 wins have all been against teams well below 500. However, the Chargers aren't helping LA out either. They lost to the Broncos yesterday for the second time this season. In typical Chargers fashion, the game came down to the final seconds, and Broncos' McNamara scored the game-winning field goal, sending the Chargers back home with another loss. They hit the road again this week to go face Gardner Minshew and the Jaguars. ESPN's Adam Schefter said it best. The Chargers just keep breaking hearts, especially mine. And what a season it has been, especially for USC athletics. And the best part is some aren't even over. They'll keep going, and we'll keep following along with it.
It's been a crazy season. Thanks, Tyler. Cyber Monday had many great deals as well as some wackier ones.
A few of the weirdest products across the internet coming up.
It's a beautiful day out here. Sunny today with light breezes, giving way to clouds in the afternoon. We could see some light precipitation to moderate precipitation later on, followed by powerful storm-like conditions. 90 miles per hour winds are expected. Authorities are asking everyone, stay indoors. Come on, that's it. Let's go.
My parents weren't fluent in English, so in school, I had to be independent and take initiative. And that's how I handle every project I get.
You think getting dumped by text is harsh? Try getting dumped by a tennis ball. My ex-owner drove me out to the woods, yelled fetch, and by the time I brought the ball back, he was gone. Yeah, I was pissed. But the folks at the shelter helped me let go of my anger. I learned coping skills, like taking it to the hole. Boom! Now I'm ready to fetch again. But how about I throw and you run and get it?
Black Friday is a time when people can buy some of the weirder things they desire for crazy sale prices. Some of the crazy deals you can find on the internet are a baby-sized leotard that lets people know that his father does more than play video games. Buy a sweater for your water bottle or a keyboard with a lighter holder. I mean, I'm looking at all these different things. I kind of want the leotard.
You do?
Yeah.
I want to get that thing for my dog, though. I want to dress him up.
Okay. What about you guys? You know what you want?
I want my Chargers to win a game. That would be nice.
I would really like snow again. I do miss it.
Is it in our future, or?
If you head up north for an hour, you will see it, but not right here.
Not here. But thanks for everyone for watching Annenberg TV News. From everyone here at Annenberg Media, I'm Caleb Michael.
And I'm Elizabeth Barineau. You can watch us on the web at uscannenbergmedia.com. Good night. Oh, and happy holidays.